Hi everybody, and welcome to today's talk, 100 customers in 90 days. My name is Daniel. I am a growth hacker, mostly for B2B. I am an alumni also here of the Axel Accelerator, and I do a lot of stuff. We work with corporates, we work with startups, and I'll be teaching you the exact same growth hacks we use for us and we use for our clients. So I have a very, very simple agenda. I want to show you how to structure your growth effort like a king. Then I'll show you the complete process, how to get from 0 to 100 customers fast. And because people really like that part, I'll open the Growth Hackers Toolbox and I will show you the very tools we use and our customers use, and they're super fresh. I research them every day. We're really on top of it. And this is what we are going to see today. Who's excited? All right, so let's get super pumped. How to structure your growth like a king, okay? This is the question. And before you start any growth efforts, run any ads or doing any calls or starting any campaigns, let me take you on a small journey to a magic kingdom. And in this kingdom, there are different kind of people in the kingdom. And one of them is actually the king, okay? It's a king that has a king. And what is the king all about? The king is about values, vision, and mission. Very high level. So if your kingdom is a company, a startup, so on a king level you think, what are we going to accomplish? Who are our customers? What is their pain? What are we going to do? For example, the grand vision of Airbnb would be something like P2P hospitality. Okay, they had a very, very rough vision to say, instead of going to a hotel, I should be able to go to a stranger's house and rent it as comfortable as a hotel. So this is on the king level. Before you start growing, you need to be really clear where you want to be. Then the king gets his orders down to his officers, and they're all about strategy and tactics. So this is the second level. Before you start really working on your growth, you need to know where do you start. If you have a platform, how do you solve chicken and egg? So for example, if you have renters and people who want to rent an apartment, people who want to rent out their apartment, where do I going to start? Which city? Am I going to use Facebook or LinkedIn or everything? So this is the second level, to really have a plan. And later I'm going to show you our 30-day war plan for growth, how we do this. And who else? So we got the king, we got the officers, and who else is there left in the kingdom? You see, it's structured a little bit like a chessboard, and I think I had the joke, somebody said slaves over there, right?
Minions.
Minions. Yeah, all true. Actually, we call them here soldiers in this example, but if you have the king, and then you have the knights and bishops and whatever, and then you have the pawns on the checkerboard. So what do soldiers? They just execute, okay? And this is the thing. You need to have the vision clear. You need to have the strategy, how to transform your vision to reality, and you need to know when it's time to go and work. Just do cold calls, run ads, and everything. And who of you here is a founder in a small startup? And what do you think out of these three, who are you if you are a founder?
All three.
Yeah, all three, but this is the biggest error. People try to be all three at the same time, and this is wrong. As in the game of chess, you can move only one stone at a time. So all the time when you actually do growth, when you do marketing, when you do sales, you need to know who you are at the moment. Am I king? Am I planning the vision? Am I officer? Am I writing my sales script? Am I writing my ad copy? Or am I a soldier? Am I just executing? Just calling clients all the time? Or just running Facebook ads from today until the evening? So this is really, really important. And once you got this kind of structured, it took me quite a time to get to this kind of simple model. But once we started structuring all our growth efforts in this way, we got like 10 times more efficient, and this is the growth process we came up with. So first, what do you think? If you want to get new clients, where do you start? Where should you start?
Existing connections.
Possible. But what should you think about first?
Message?
Rate?
Current status.
Yeah, like a validation.
And if you go more abstract, what about your offer? Okay, so this is how we start, because this is one of the biggest mistakes. People want to go into this soldier thing, they want to execute, they want the message, they want the target market, they want to start running ads, right? But actually the biggest wins we always see with campaigns is when you get the offer clear. So the offer for us is target problem solution. It's like a mini pitch. So when you really know who you're targeting with your product, what is their problem, how you solve it, what is the benefit you bring, what's the downside you have to avoid. So once you got the offer clear, to write ads for this offer and then to post it or to do an email campaign or whatever will be super, super easy. And once you got your general, as we call it, your vanilla offer, we do something which we call micro products. Okay? So what is a micro product? Imagine my client is a cake shop. They have really delicious cakes, okay? But the cakes are huge and expensive. So I could just cut the cake into pieces and offer a piece at a time because it's easier, and the people, they can just come in, take a piece of cake, take a coffee, and be happy. This could be a micro product. But also, I could segment the cake for different target problem solution scenarios. I could label the cake as a wedding cake, as a birthday cake. And this is what we do. For example, I will show you in the SaaS world, it's very, very easy. If your software can for example, it can help lawyers, it can help doctors, it can help architects, then you should segment it for the different target groups and have a micro product for each of them. So this is the second thing. You got your offer, you segment it down into micro products. Then you define your 30-day war map. So you should really take a calendar and write down, today I'm doing the offer. Tomorrow, micro product 1, micro product 2, and so on. And then when I'll start running ads, I say, okay, I got 2 weeks of Facebook ads. I will post them, and then I will wait for them to run, and then I'll do Google ads, I'll do LinkedIn ads. I also have an example of this war map. And I actually, if any possible, I would consult you before running actual ads. Start with outbound sales, then run the ads. And then when you got a lot of ads, a lot of traffic, a lot of leads, lots of clients, what do you think is the cornerstone of the whole strategy?
Analytics.
You got your analytics, you know what's going on. And imagine even you got clients, they pay you, they're happy. What do you do with those clients?
Customer retention.
You got retention, they're super happy, they retain.
Expand services.
You expand them, you upsell them. Who said referral? Very nice. And how do you do a referral? What's the king way to do a referral?
By asking for contacts from the existing customers.
And what should the existing customers tell to all the other customers? How wonderful you are, right? Case study. And this is something, once you get the case studies, because this is for us, this is the bottom of the funnel. The bottom of the funnel is not to convert the lead into a customer, not to retain him, to make him happy, make him stay, upsell him, make him refer you. But once you have the case studies, tangible case studies, where you can say, hey, we have customer A, we took him at X, we left him at Y, he got like 10x better results. With these things, you can then fire all your ads, all your sales efforts, and be really 10x more efficient. So this is the growth plan. All right? And now we know how to structure. Let's go down into the different tools. So I want to show you this one. You might probably know it. Who knows the value proposition canvas? Okay, so we actually do it for not only for the main product, but for every micro product. And on the king level, you really should do this thing to know who's my target, what's their problem, what solutions are they using right now, why are these solutions not working, why is my solution better? And you need to answer all these questions because later this helps you to do sales calls and also to write ad copy. Super, super important tool. And we got some more tools for the kings, but this was mainly the most important. So on the officer level, I would like to show you the growth process and the micro products. So yeah, this is the most important tool on the officer level. So this is a live example of my own SaaS, FastBuild, which I launched, and it's an online marketing automation SaaS. Okay, so this is the vanilla product. You want to have clients. This software makes you Facebook ads, it gets you Google ads, landing pages really fast, really easy. Okay? I could advertise this on Google, on Facebook as an online marketing software, vanilla product. But what if I advertise this as a yoga studio marketing software? What's the advantage of advertising as a yoga studio marketing software? Yeah, it's targeted, traffic is cheaper, conversion is higher because I'm maybe the only guy who has a Facebook ads software only for yoga studios. And the yoga people are really, really happy if they see this kind of messaging. And so are the real estate people, and so are the lawyers. And the trick is because the tool is versatile. It fits, it can do landing pages, Facebook ads, Google ads for any industry, but people want to be recognized. And I had like 20 of these micro products, so I could test the market really fast, really good conversion rates, and also it helped me to not get like 80 different types of clients, but at the end we boiled down to like 10, which were the most important and the most interesting for us. So this is how the micro products work. And what is the 30-day work plan? How does the work plan look like? Any idea? Simple. We just use a calendar. Why? Because if you want to get in the soldier mode, and believe me, you want to get in the soldier mode where you just stand up in the morning, no email, no Facebook, no bullshit. You have a war map which dictates you that today you need to write copy for 3 different micro products. For the medical micro product, for the IoT, and for the smart city micro product. And this is the trick to get you into execution. You spend time once to write it down, to map it out, and then every day you know what to do, and you'll have your quantifiable goals at the end. So super, super powerful. We do 30 or even 90-day war maps, and then we do the sprint, and after we reevaluate and do another war map, which was really good for us. And then on the officer level, you also should map out funnels. This one is a funnel. It's just an example funnel. So you need to know what happens if people click an ad, when they open it, what to send them, when to call him. And then once you map it out, you can start actually building those funnels. And once you have your offer, micro products, war map, and funnels, you know what to do. And this is the beauty. When you know what you do, you can actually start executing and start doing. So who here is all for doing? The others are more like thinkers, theoretics. Come on, who's a doer? All right, let's jump into it. As I told you, especially in B2B, I would start with outbound sales. And let me show how to soldier through outbound sales. So first thing first, email marketing. If done right, it's super powerful. So the first tool in the toolbox here is a software called Lemlist, which helps you to write email marketing messages to people who you don't know yet. They call them buddies to be. And it can personalize everything, even the images, so you can even put the client's logo all the time in the email to have a stunning response rate. Then, if we go more advanced, I like this one. If you want to send 100 LinkedIn Connect requests personalized per day, there's a software called Expandy. It's really, really nice. It runs on the cloud. You connect with your LinkedIn, you tell them what people to connect, what messages to write, and this thing will connect 100 friends a day, invite them to talks like this, send them your pitch, and this thing is really, really crazy. So we got CEOs replying to us on LinkedIn from our bot messages, and this is like the cheapest, fastest, leanest, and meanest way to do client acquisition right now. Actually, that's something also recommended by Gary Vee. Who of you is into Gary Vee stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so what does Gary Vee say? Is Gary Vee a social media guy?
Yeah.
No. Gary Vee is not a social media guy. He tells you he is a guy who goes somewhere where users already are, but advertisers are not. So where is plenty of traffic and traffic is cheap. And right now is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like Facebook 2012. You got a lot of users, not so much advertisers, even less advertisers who know what they do. And you got really high-class, high-ticket users, so you should really do LinkedIn automation with Expandy as long as it lasts, and also LinkedIn ads. Okay? And of course, I always recommend to connect to your clients personally because you get feedback and you get clients, you can close them, and this is something which I really, really love. Little CRM called Close.io or Close.com. And it helps you to structure your outbound sales, to contact 100 people a day in a very efficient way, to manage all the pipeline, manage all the emails, manage all the work. I use it on a daily basis. And as a bonus, I linked you the blog of the founder, Steli Efti, a guy from Hamburg who went to Silicon Valley, made it really big there, and he's a super sales hustler, so you should listen to his blog posts. And yeah, who's here for the dirty little hacks, which might a little bit surprise you? Might be a little illegal, somewhat creepy. All right, so do you want to know how to get virtually anybody's phone number and email, private and business, landline and mobile from LinkedIn, even if you're not connected to this person? Yay! Boom. So that's it. One of the plugins is called Lucia. It lives in your Chrome browser, and when you open somebody's LinkedIn profile, it shows you all the information available. So Lucia was the one, like the original gangster of LinkedIn stalking plugins. It's kind of expensive. It's about $100 for a couple of contacts a month. Now I will tell you another one. The name is SalesQL, which is just the same as Lucia, but you get like 1,000 contacts for 30 euros. So,
What is the name?
SalesQL. Okay, and imagine you got somebody's number, somebody's email, and you want to pitch that person. Would you like an AI advisor to run a personality check on this person and recommend you exactly how to address that person? Sure you would. Of course you would. So there's a neat little software for that. It's called Crystal Knows, and it also is a Chrome plugin. And you can literally check, like, I want to call this guy to do a sales pitch. I want to email him to do a cooperation request. Even for employees, I want to hire this person. I want to fire this person. I want to criticize. And this thing is actually surprisingly accurate. 50% of the time. Like all AI tools. It's either surprisingly accurate or not at all. Also, Crystal Knows, you can check it out. It does personality tests. If you're into hiring and team fit, you should really check out what they can do for you.
Is it, is it Crystal Knows as a nose?
Knows. To know.
To know, okay.
Okay, so yeah. But you can also just Google Crystal LinkedIn plugin, Crystal personality. Just Google for Crystal. Okay, you're in good mood. How's the beer, guys? No, I like it. Good, so yeah. Now we have our offer, we got our micro products, executing on the work plan, doing a lot of outbound sales. And finally, now is the time for paid acquisition. Why only now? Because after I talked to, let's say, a couple of hundreds of clients, some I closed, some I didn't, I really know what's their problem. And then I really can write landing page copy. I really can write ads. And let me have a look at some of the tools which we can use for this one. So if you're new to Facebook ads and Google ads, there's a software called Ad Espresso, which is way easier to use than the actual Facebook or Google interface itself. And it's super beginner friendly. It has a free tier, free trial, so you can check it out. Ad Espresso is really nice. And if you want to build landing pages, so I recommend always for every campaign build up to 10 landing pages. And you don't want to spend engineering resource, or you don't have a developer in your company. There are a bunch of tools. They're called Unbounce, Lead Pages, Weblium, ClickFunnels, and so on. So you should really check them out. And they also have basic analytics and conversion tracking possibilities. So if you combine Ad Espresso with a landing page builder, you get 90% work done in, let's say, 20% of the time. It's amazing, okay? And yeah, who of you knows and loves Zapier? Nice, some of you. So what is Zapier? Zapier is a super neat software which connects all the other cloud applications. So we use it, for example, if we have Expandi sending LinkedIn requests, as soon as somebody replies, Zapier writes this lead into a sheet, into a spreadsheet, and then maybe into our CRM, and sends the people some email reminders, sends them stuff. So you can collect all your leads, you can nurture them, you can push them to your CRM, and you can do anything with Zapier. So you can connect your ads, your landing pages, your CRM with this tool. You should really check this out. And let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, the case study. So this is an example of a real case study which we use. So why do I want to highlight this case study? Because it's tangible. We really say, okay, in marketing, we get 3,000 leads, sold 40 houses. This was for real estate. And then how much were the houses worth and how much our real estate agents, which we worked for, actually did in money. This is a case study. Because people often ask me, yeah, I have a guy who says that he worked with us and it was amazing. Yeah, this is amazing, but this is not a case study. This is a testimonial. Case study should really highlight the value. And for example, if you're not in marketing, if you're in cybersecurity, you can actually have a case study that how many cyber attacks occur, how expensive is one, and when people start actually using your software, how the maintenance costs or any other risk cost related costs drop. So, because at the end of the day, every client thinks only about themselves, about their own benefit. The case study should be about the client benefits. How much did the client win, or how much did the client save? Okay, guys, you've been amazing, and I encourage you to network and also to share each other posts and like it. And if you have any more questions, reach out to me directly right now or write me a message on LinkedIn. Thank you very much.